to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Now, as you all know by now, financial institutions and banks globally are launching into a new era in 2022. Right now, there are many preparations ongoing as we wait for the transition from SWIFT to the new and highly structured ISO20022. The goal is to make sure that by 2025, it becomes the universal messaging standard for large and high-value payment systems. ISO 20022 is set to support at least 80% of the transaction volumes and 87% of the transaction value globally. But when will ISO 20022 go live? According to the European Central Bank and SWIFT, the go-live dates will be in November 2022. We will get into the juicy details of this shortly, but before that, let's roll that beautiful intro. As always, welcome back to Moneyside, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. The most exciting part about this ISO 20022 launch happening this year is that it will all happen overnight. It's mind-blowing that such a major, life-changing event will occur in one weekend. With less than 7 months on the clock, we can all agree that the planned migrations haven't been straightforward. There have been many challenges, and so many of them still lie ahead. And that's not all. Once we get to the implementation stage, this will also be a pretty stressful time for all who will be involved. That aside, I bet most of you know that Ripple is a part of the ISO 20022. They were essentially the first blockchain-focused payments company to join the standardization committee, future-proofing its business for the eventual arrival of the data-rich messaging protocol. A closer relationship between Ripple and ISO 20022 will help Ripple drive interoperability with global payment networks and lend regulatory credibility to its related cryptocurrency, XRP. In fact, Ripple shared on its website that the world is converging a new global standard, ISO 20022, the de facto worldwide data standard for digital payments. Ripple joined the ISO 20022 standards body as the first member focusing on distributed ledger technology to help enable this next step in global interoperability and satisfy the evolving needs of their clients. This membership allows for the ISO 20022 Registration Management Group standards body to meet the needs of our 300-plus customers by helping define the future direction of cross-border payment standards to evolve the ISO 20022 standard. Interoperability also improves resilience because if one portion of the system fails, the same standardized data may be utilized to reroute the transaction quickly. Due to greater payment provider compatibility, the payment reach is also expanded. That makes it possible for the end users to benefit from faster and more dependable payments with fewer errors and greater transparency. The world is essentially converging on a new global standard and stepping into the future. To ensure that this shift to the future delivers its full potential, the payment industry must work to continue to drive ISO 20022 adoption. Ripple itself is in such a unique position to help its customers take full advantage of ISO 20022 standards, advising on topics related to messaging and integration so that customers can simplify the deployment and further reduce operational overhead on RippleNet. It's crucial to notice that the worlds of institutional global wire transfers and cryptocurrency have long been at odds. The emergence of Bitcoin poses a threat to the centralized service of international money transfers. However, it appears that according to ISO 20022, both services may be able to coexist and provide the best of both worlds. But which crypto asset should you invest in to get the most out of this new standard? Fortunately, there are many ISO 20022 cryptos to choose from. With swift adoption, compliant ISO 20022 cryptos will see a boom in 2022. The ISO 20022 standard does pose a danger to some cryptocurrencies. Many experts fear that adopting the standard will stymie cryptos like Bitcoin from becoming widely used as international money transfer instruments. However, several ISO 20022 cryptos do not fall into this category. There are digital currencies that meet ISO 20022's compliance standards, making them good bets for the coming year as SWIFT adopts the format. That said, why does ISO 20022 matter to crypto investors? Well, we all can agree that cryptocurrencies are inherently decentralized. Investors can exchange assets in an unregulated manner outside of government control. While this may be incredible for people who value their privacy, it makes the systems impossible to regulate. As a result, the idea of cryptocurrencies being used in a centralized manner by global central banks or financial institutions is up for debate in the crypto world right now. This may seem odd, as many of the earliest cryptocurrencies were created with the idea of avoiding centralization. But as things move ahead, we can see more cryptos become ISO 20022 compliant. This is excellent preparation for the future, as if the FSR decides to authorize digital reserve currencies. These compliant cryptos will be some of the main options explored. Investors who are bullish on the potential integration of crypto in the global central banking system may want to give these cryptocurrencies a look. Crypto assets like XRP are on the front lines of all this. That means investors who have been banking on XRP to take over the crypto world will reap some massive benefits. This update is already fueling a lot of discussion in the crypto world, and the hype around it is also fueling a potential bull run for all the ISO 20022 compliant cryptos. As we wind down on today's video, it's important to note that while XRP and other ISO 20022 compliant cryptos may be on the dip right now, we will yield some massive returns in the long term. So while we're in the bloodbath, this is one of the best times to stock up on some XRPs and your other favorite coins. Now guys, we will look at how to win over greed. One, greed is the problem. Many beginners and even experienced traders face greed. It's a feeling that makes you believe in your superiority over the market, opening a lot of trades, breaking risk management, continuing to trade after incurring a loss, refusing to take profits, hoping to earn more, averaging losing trades, because everything is about to change, believing in the reliability of your pattern, although no pattern or indicator always works out 100%. 2, why does greed take over? We all have our own desires and goals. Society teaches us that we shouldn't deny ourselves comfort. This leads the vast majority to take out loans for new clothes, iPhones, cars, etc. This is how people get used to greed's superiority and put it before discipline, getting accustomed to being able to live beyond their means. What do you think happens to such people when they come into trading? God forbid such a person immediately learns about futures. Then he will lose everything in about a month at most. This is exactly the 95% who lose money in the market. They suddenly see an opportunity to make $1 million out of $10,000 in a month, and inspired by the stories of Dogecoin millionaires from YouTube and Reddit, start to long Bitcoin with a 125 times leverage. There is another type. They do not rush to make money. They act more cautiously. They set themselves up right away that trading is a long game and there is no hurry. They develop steadily and study pattern after pattern. However, their game pays off very slowly, and under the influence of their expertise, they allow themselves more and more experiments. They're like King Theoden from Lord of the Rings, who was slowly losing his mind under the watchful eye of Wormtongue. 3, how do you get around greed and start using it to your advantage? Change your perspective. Instead of being greedy for money, become greedy for your professional growth. Ironically, if you stop focusing on money, they will come. Create a journal and start analyzing your trades. What were your reasons for entering? Did you need to open that trade, or was it suboptimal? Did you act under the influences of emotions? And if so, which one and why? Develop, grow, and reward yourself when you get better. Even if your trading results are unchanged, your brain needs to get used to the fact that the most important thing now is discipline and small improvements. Step by step, you will become a profitable trader, and when you do, withdraw your honestly earned profits into fiat to reward yourself for your fortitude and persistence. You will succeed because, unlike all casino players, you will have the backbone and endurance. Good luck on your journey. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. We continue to pray for the people of Ukraine. Please keep in mind, we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can tell us what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. As always, we thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and please click on that subscribe button below. And be sure to turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.